To see what has become of the Mortal Kombat game franchise is very sad, as somebody who has been a lifelong, literally, for as long as I can remember, one of my first, multiplayer gaming experiences was when I was in kindergarten, grade 1, going over to my best friend at the time, Jared Ponto's house. We popped in Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat 2 into the Sega Genesis to play after schools, on the weekends. Like, that was excellent memories. And then when UMK3 came to the Super Nintendo, I remember renting that. Not being quick enough on the inputs to unlock Smoke, all the way up to the dire days of the PS2 era, and then getting pretty decent at MK9. By the time that MK10 rolled around, I was completely and totally underwhelmed because MK9 over-delivered. That story mode is still fantastic. The way that they went through and redid. It's kind of a precursor to Final Fantasy VII or remake, not that I think about it, but no, just going back and running back those first 3 storylines that were there for, Mortal Kombat's 1, 2, and 3. That was fantastic. You got a really good education. You got an introduction to all the characters that were on display, and then that initial roster that Mortal Kombat 9 had. It was tremendous, man. And then, and the MKX came around. I was underwhelmed by the story mode, and the characters and the roster was just, it wasn't it. So I kind of fell off then, and then I seen MK11 come around, and I was even further turned off. And now to see what has happened with MK1, the fact that, there's a good chance that EVO next year, it's not even going to be one of the featured games. Like, it only had, 800 entrants in its first year around. It's absolutely disgusting what has happened, because I've seen the gameplay. Hell, I've seen a lot of the gameplay, and I also watched through the story mode and known, oh my god, the first half of it's fine, and then the moment that the twist comes in, it just completely and totally falls apart, and it becomes absolutely farcical. Then to see that guest character heavy announcement for their overpriced DLC, it's like, no man, I'm good. I'll wait until a full bundle comes out, just how I got the rest of MKX and the Mortal Kombat 11. I think it was Ultimate at that time, after their story expansion came out well after the fact. Ended up picking it up for pennies on the dollar. And that's very likely what's going to end up here for Mortal Kombat 1, even if I bother to do that. Because now that they're trying to fill in the gaps of this lethargic roster that they launched with, and then, their first round of DLC characters, which, what was it? Peacemaker, which, who the hell knows that? Okay, you got Homelander. Oh my god, bad Superman. You love the boys? Great choice, after the divisive Season 4, great pull on that one. Omni-Man, which is the exact same shit as Homelander. I know that there's somebody else, and then just recently, Takeda, the least cringe combat kid. Oh, it was Quan Chi who came out first, but he was a part of the story mode. He should have been included in the game to begin with. I remember when Capcom was catching 7 shades of shit by keeping characters for DLC, their data locked on disk. This is basically what Mortal Kombat's been doing for a while, because they did that also with the story mode all the way back in Mortal Kombat 10, for Christ's sakes. So for them to make this big announcement at Comic-Con that, don't worry guys, we hear your complaints, we're coming out with a bunch of legacy characters this time around, including, we basically have all of the ninjas, more or less, at least, the bigger ninjas, right? Because it launched with Rain, obviously, Smoke, Sub-Zero, and Scorpion, of course. Ermac was there. Oh, right, he was a central part of the story mode, and he was another one of the DLC characters. God damn it, man. So stupid. So absolutely stupid. But no, one of the characters that they were missing, one of the ninjas, was, of course, a Noob Saibot, and then they run him back, and they find themselves in the exact same situation that they were when it came to Ermac to begin with. It's like, what happened? What's wrong with his face? This time it's, what's wrong with his head? Yo, Ed Boon, man, like, is he also running into that situation where he's getting to a point in time where his creative juices have just dried up? Like, what the hell, man? Either that, or is this just Warner Brothers making more stupid gaming decisions? Kind of seems like that. Friday proved to be an eventful day for Mortal Kombat World, and that's because of the game's 2024 San Diego Comic-Con panel. Second Kombat Pack was confirmed, and we'll get into the rest of this stuff, right? But yes, a bunch of other guest characters. It's just like poor timing on all of that. Story expansion. And then, okay, the one thing that's cool, I think, is free animalities, which is like, okay, cool. If you were working on that for the past year, that's not bad, okay? You want to go ahead and add content like that? That's a cool callback to MK3. I think that was the last time animalities were around. Like, I know they've had brutalities for a minute, but it's been a while since animalities were around. So that's pretty cool, right? But chiefly among Friday's announcements was that fan favorite ninja Noob Saibot would be returning as part of the second Kombat Pack. He's going to be available right off rip. alongside a couple of the other characters that we're going to have to touch on here because he's going to be a part of the story mode, the story expansion. And well, why does he look like that? Okay, why are they trying to get this Egyptian design? He's just a resurrected original Sub-Zero. Like, what the hell are we doing? He's also serves as a pivotal character in the story expansion too. Great news. Well, sort of, when Noob was revealed, his signature purple and black color palette was swapped for green and black. Yeah, I guess it was like deep purple, but yeah, it was just mostly black, right? Not everybody was happy about that. No, it's his head. It looks stupid. Why is he infused with, I guess, Quan Chi's magic? So he's basically Ermac? Is that what they're doing? Are they running that back? Yeah, people weren't happy about the Kombat Pack as a whole. Yeah. So this is just one of the many problems that were on display. But yeah, people running back. Okay, I guess this is on Reddit, just a recoloring. It's like, that looks a little bit better, but his head is so stupid. Like, the classic costume looks a little bit better, right? And if you're dumb enough to pre-order this stuff, you can get Wedding Scorpion, which, oh my god, nothing screams Mortal Kombat quite like a wedding. Yeah, UMK3 Sub-Zero, Empress Molina, and yeah, UMK3 Noob Saibot. Like, just low effort shit, bro. Absolutely a low effort. Yeah, as somebody who played a lot of 3 and a lot of 9, like, I got a pretty good Scorpion, okay? Pretty good Scorpion. Played the hell out of Smoke as well, which was, always got some cheese combos, but I got pretty good at Smoke as well. And Noob, well, he was another one that I was playing, you know, really liking, because he was a violent ass character. Liked him a lot. But there were a couple of other characters that I really liked in that game and have really wanted to see properly come back into the franchise, and that was Sektor and Cyrax, okay? The Lin Kuei Cyber Ninjas. That's cool as hell, man. Including Cyber Smoke. Another thing that was super cool, okay? It sounds like, you know, I'm totally and completely filleting 9, but you know, the Cyber Sub-Zero, pretty cool, okay? It's not that bad, you know? He played a little bit different than Sub. That's an interesting take on the character, as opposed to what they're doing with Sektor and Cyrax, which is some of the laziest shit I've seen possible. For as much heat as Noob Saibot's a new design caught, like, this is just, it's just bad, bro. You have what are supposed to be ninjas with cable dreads. Like, is that what we're doing? Just because one of them's black? Because Sektor, yes, canonically Asian, and Cyrax, at least when you seen him first in his human form in 9, he's a black guy. That's fine. But why do they both have to have cable dreads? Like, it makes no sense at all. And oh yeah, why did you have to gender swap them? Oh my god. Sektor and Cyrax are back, coming to, yeah, Mortal Kombat 1 as part of the second wave of DLC. However, since the game is set in a new timeline, this interpretation of the Cyber Ninjas is very different and remarkably less cool. The duo were revealed yesterday at San Diego Comic-Con, featuring heavily in the trailer of the new DLC fighters this time around. They're both women! Yay! Wearing Iron Man suits. Yay! And their designs appears to lean more onto the ninja side of their cyber ninja origins. Yeah, exactly. Because there they were in all of their splendor, and it was cool as hell. Back, I think that's Triborg, right? And that's on the MK Reddit. Like, holy, no, it's terrible. It's terrible when you compare them. That shit's trash. It's a low effort, interchangeable garbage, and another reason to just shove in some more girls into the story. Despite the pair being fan favorites for the roster before it launched. Oh, yeah, the Cyber Ninjas have been cool for as long as they've been a part of the Mortal Kombat series, for Christ's sakes. Many players are disappointed with their new looks. Over in the Mortal Kombat subreddit, many fans are frustrated with the cyber suits that have been toned down this time around, not anywhere near as bulky as they were in previous games. No, and they look cheap too. They look too much like people wearing hockey pads and a goalie mask, and not like cyborgs or robots. Yeah, it doesn't help that the MK 11 designs were so peak. Okay, so that's Triborg and 11. Agreed, the designs themselves aren't really comparing. Plus, do we really have to make them so samey? Yeah, we've been to the stage for a while where the old palette swap ninjas, now have very distinctive designs. So why didn't we do that here? Exactly, because they're lazy. They just wanted to cash in on this, okay? Case in point, the price of this DLC. Now, I wasn't paying attention to 11, you know, when they first dropped. I forget, was it Afterlife or something like that? Whatever the story expansion was. But I seem to recall it was $30 or $40. I think it was 40 Canadian, 30 in the States or something like that. But this time around, I just about shit a brick when I seen this, because I seen a couple of people react to the trailer, and I seen the gameplay of everybody that's there, and we talked about Noob, we talked about the Cyber Ninjas, but boy, doesn't it seem timely to have Ghostface, Robert Patrick's T-1000 from T2. Yeah, legendary film. It's about to celebrate its, what, 30-plus anniversary? And Arnie's Conan. There's been how many Conan reboots? And you're running out of opportunities to include Arnold Schwarzenegger? You already did Terminator. You didn't think Dutch would end up working, so you go with Conan. Now, that's cool and all, and I'm a big Arnie fan, but what the blue hell are you guys doing? This sucks. It absolutely sucks. So I was already put off by just the lackluster designs, the uninspired characters. It's just Warner Brothers looking around going, wow, what other IPs can we pilfer? And then on top of that, they have the audacity to charge $60? $60 for what'll likely amount to 2 hours of a story expansion, because let's be honest, I've watched full story mode and it's 8 hours maybe, and to just compare and contrast the expansion from 11, yeah, you're probably looking at 2, maybe 3 hours of content. But $60, you are out of your mind. Warner Brothers, what the hell are you doing? On Friday, Netherrealm revealed the first look at Mortal Kombat 1's second combat pack, introducing Ghostface, Conan the Barbarian, and the T-1000 alongside a revamped Noob Saibot, Sektor and Cyrax. It also comes with the Aftermath, that's what it was called. A story expansion called Khaos Reigns. Yeah, because you're taking one of the most interesting characters from MK1, who was originally introduced in Deception, right? In Chaos, and making him the bad guy. Who's Chaos? Yeah, exactly. I remember who Chaos is. I like Deception. Deception was fun as hell. It had a fun story mode with stupid-ass Shujinko. The fact that you guys think that you can run him back as the main antagonist with as little build-up as you did at the tail end of your story mode for 1? Like, oh my god, they haven't been in this bad of a situation since the early days of the PS2 jump to 3D, from Gold, Deadly Alliance, started to figure things out with a Deception, and then Armageddon was just a big old asset dump. But what the hell are you doing? Yeah, but with how much backlash Mortal Kombat 1 has faced since its launch last year over expensive microtransactions, invasion mode, grindy XP, lackluster gear system, myriad of other issues, no fun characters at all, not everyone is ready to throw down another $60 to improve a game that has been broken since day one. Based on the current state of the game, I don't think DLC should cost $60, $50 on top of a $100 game, which, the base game. And then, if you want to go ahead and pick up the Kombat Pass, don't know how much that costs, for the first round of DLC, those 6 characters. Is that $40 or $50? That's not to mention the other special or gold editions of the game that you can go ahead and purchase. So yeah, Netherrealm Studios, Warner Brother Games is expecting people to drop somewhere in the realm of $200 on this dog shit. Holy Christ, bro. But yeah, how did they not know that? Because when they announced their DLC characters to begin with, they looked at that veritable list of C and D celebrity guest characters. Because Invincible, I'm sure that was popular on Amazon. The Boys is one of the most watched shows that's out there. But Peacemaker is the best that you could pull. Then Quan Chi, who should have been on the base roster to begin with, but Ermac, they had to change his design before he was released to the public, because they looked at that and it's like, where's his mask? Why is his clothing so uninspired? They haven't learned anything. And yeah, to just compare and contrast that with the super feature rich, you might not even like it all that much. You might think that the bosses have become way too much of an anime overblow with their goofy ass attack delay, where it's just become far too much of a pattern recognition, Simon Says type gameplay. But the Elden Ring DLC giving you dozens of hours of content for $40 after the base game gave you hundreds of hours of content. A slap in the face for gamers. Holy shit. Yeah, for this exact reason, I will no longer give my money to Mortal Kombat or any Warner Brothers game. Well, yeah, exactly. But it's been, holy shit, it's been a banner bad year for Warner Brothers. Kicking off the year with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and then following it up with this, a monstrosity. Good luck to ya, because you're definitely sure as fuck gonna need it. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it, and I'm pissed off about this. Take care, everyone.